Hello friends, welcome to Engage Tech by Dr. Vijay Shirsat. Friends, today here in this video, we are going to discuss the contribution of Indian women writers to the development of Indian English fiction. Friends, this video is quite important for the students of BA English, MA English, and especially the students preparing for NET and SLATE. And therefore, I request you all to watch this video till the end. In this video, I am going to discuss the contribution of women writers to the development of Indian English novel, especially after independence. Okay then, let me start discussion. Friends, if we discuss the history of Indian English fiction, we have some major names, we have some important names, and that list begins with Kamala Markandaya. Kamala Markandaya has written so many novels. She is a voluminous writer. But here in this video, I have discussed major writers and their major writings, and therefore I have taken here Kamala Markandaya as a novelist. As a novelist, Kamala Markandaya has dealt with the themes of poverty, rural life, and the impact of industrialization on traditional communities and the resilience of the human spirit. And this theme of poverty, this theme of rural life, especially the life of farm families, is very skillfully depicted by Kamala Markandaya in her novel Nectar in a Sieve, published in 1954. Friends, Kamala Markandaya's another novel is A Handful of Rice. In that novel, she depicts poverty and hunger as major themes in the novel. In this way, friends, the history of English fiction after independence begins with some important names, and Kamala Markandaya is one of such names, and therefore I have taken her here for discussion in this topic. The next important name here we can take, and that is the name of Atiya Hussain. Atiya Hussain's novel Sunlight of Broken Column is a masterpiece. It was published in the year 1961, and this novel Sunlight on Broken Column deals with the themes of women's rights, independence, and the partition of India. Actually, there are some other writers who have dealt with this theme of the partition of India. And when we think of such writers, we have the names of the writers like Khushwant Singh and Chaman Nahal. Chaman Nahal's novel Azadi is here on this theme, the partition of India. And the same is the case with the novel by Khushwant Singh. That is that novel Train to Pakistan. In this way, the novels which deal with the theme of the partition of India are Sunlight on Broken Column. Then we have the example of Azadi and Khushwant Singh's novel Train to Pakistan. In this way, friends, Atiya Hussain also is one of the major women novelists in India who have dealt with this theme. The next important name, that is Indian woman writer, is Nayanthara Sahgal. Nayanthara Sahgal was a political novelist. That is, her novels are political novels. And Rich Like Us is the best example of her political novel. And it was published in the year 1984. And this novel, Rich Like Us, deals with the themes of political corruption, social inequality, especially the social inequality or casteism in politics, and the tumultuous period of India's independence struggle. Actually, like other women writers like Nayanthara Sahgal and Anita Desai, like many other writers like Kamala Markandaya and Anita Desai. Nayanthara also has written so many novels, but here in this discussion, I have taken her masterpiece only. The next important name, that is the next important woman novelist in India, is Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy shot into limelight with the publication of her single novel, and that novel is The God of Small Things, which has attracted the readers at global level. This novel, The God of Small Things, has won the most prestigious Booker Prize. It was published in 1997 and it deals with the theme of love, loss, caste system in India, and political turmoil in post-colonial India. The major characters in this novel, The God of Small Things, is Amu and Viluta. Amu is from the upper class society, Indian society, and Viluta is from the downtrodden society. And the love relationship between Amu and Viluta is depicted in that novel. Actually, because of casteism, there is no approval for such kind of love relationship or such kind of physical relationship in Indian society, and therefore the relationship between Amu and Viluta brings a stigma to her family and the society also. And in this way, the God of Small Things depicts with casteism in this way here in this in that novel. Anyway, friends, the next important name in the list of Indian women writers in English is the name of Anita Desai. Anita Desai is popularly known as a Virginia Woolf of India because she has written psychological novels. She depicts feminine psychology. She explores the feminine psyche in her novels, and Cry the Peacock is the best instance, the best example of the novel dealing with or exploring feminine psyche. It was published in the year 1963, and its major character is Maya. Maya is hypersensitive, whereas her husband Gautama is very practical, and therefore Anita Desai has dealt with the theme of ill-matched marriage also. Here in this novel, Cry the Peacock, it explores the feminine psyche. It depicts inner world of women, and therefore Cry the Peacock happens to be a very important work, major work by Anita Desai. Her next important novel is Fasting Feasting. It was published in 1999 and it deals with the themes of gender roles, cultural expectations, and the clash between India and Western values. Friends, there are so many major themes in Indian English fiction, and East-West confrontation is one of such themes, and Anita Desai has dealt with this theme in her novel. The same is the case with Kamala Markandaya. Kamala Markandaya has depicted poverty, hunger, caste system in her novels, but similarly, at the same time, she has dealt with the theme of East-West confrontation also. And here, in the novels by Anita Desai, we find that theme also. Friends, the next name which we can take here as a major Indian woman novelist who has contributed to the development of Indian English fiction, and that name is Kiran Desai. Kiran Desai was or is a daughter of Anita Desai, and she shot into limelight when her novel The Inheritance of Loss got the Booker Prize, the most coveted, the most prestigious award, and that is Booker Prize. This novel was published in the year 2006 and it deals with the themes of identity, displacement, post-colonialism, and the impact of globalization. In this way, friends, Kiran Desai has contributed to the development of Indian English fiction in this way. The next important name which we can take in the list of the major Indian women writers who have contributed to the development of Indian English fiction, and that is Jhumpa Lahiri. Jhumpa Lahiri's fictional work, that is her work, The Interpreter of Maladies, published in the year 1999, deals with the themes of cultural displacement, immigrant experience, and the complexities of relationships. Similarly, her another major novel, another masterpiece published in the year 2003 deals with the theme of identity, assimilation, and a general divide between immigrant parents and their American born children. Friends, Jhumpa Lahiri's these two works, The Interpreter of Maladies and The Namesake, became so popular. They have attracted the attention of the readers at the global level. And in this way, Jhumpa Lahiri's contribution is quite substantial to the development of Indian English fiction. Now, let me discuss or let me take some names of new generation Indian women writers. And Arundhati Subramaniam is one of such names. Arundhati's latest novel, that is her novel When God is a Traveler, published in the year 2014, deals with the theme of spirituality, mythology, and the search of meaning in a contemporary world. In this way, friends, Arundhati Subramaniam, this name can be taken in the new generation of women writers in English. Yes. The next important name here in this list of women writers who have contributed substantially to the development of Indian English fiction is the name of Manju Kapur. And his most discussed, widely read, and the novel which has attracted attention of the public, the readers beyond the seas, is the novel Difficult Daughters, published in the year 1998, and it deals with the themes of women's struggles for independence, societal expectations, and the impact of political unrest on personal lives. In this way, friends, Manju Kapur's Difficult Daughters is also one of the important works in which can be counted as important works after independence. Anyway, her next novel, Custody, published in the year 2011, deals with the themes of divorce, custody battles, and the complexities of modern relationships. In this way, Manju Kapur also has contributed substantially to the development of Indian English fiction. The next important name, without whose name we cannot imagine the literature of the Indian English literature, and that name is the name of Shobhaa. Shobhaa has contributed substantially. She is a voluminous writer, and she has dealt with the taboo themes like love and sex, especially or particularly perverted sex like lesbian relationship in her novels. And therefore, Shobhaa is a tempest in Indian English fiction. Anyway, her novel Socialite Evenings, the first novel published in the year 1989, attracted attention of the readers in India and beyond India also. And she deals with the themes of the urban elite, social critique, and the lives of privileged women in Indian society. Shobha's heroine is not a common type of heroine. She depicts modern woman. She depicts the woman in the elite society, and her woman, that is her heroine, gets ready to do anything to get success. And in this way, her heroine is different from the heroines or heroes depicted by other Indian writers. Yes, and therefore Shobha's contribution is quite substantial. It's quite remarkable. We cannot imagine Indian English fiction, Indian English writing without the name of Shobhaa. We have the example of her novel Starry Nights, in which the heroine Asha Rani gets ready to do anything to achieve stardom in Bollywood, in the Bollywood, yes. And therefore, we have that example of Asha Rani, that her heroine is ready to do anything to get success. Anyway, in this way, Shobha's contribution is quite substantial and remarkable. Friends, the next important name in the list of Indian women writers is the name of Shashi Deshpande. Shashi Deshpande also depicts the world of women, especially women in the middle class Indian society. That is, here I have taken the example, the names of Anita Desai, then Shobhaa, and then Shashi Deshpande. Anita Desai also explores human psyche, especially feminine psyche, Shobhaa also depicts woman, but and Shashi Deshpande also depicts Indian woman. But Shashi Deshpande's woman or heroine is different from the heroines depicted in the novels by Shobhaa. The heroines in the novels by Shobhaa are mostly from the elite society, living in the cosmopolitan cities or the metropolitan cities like Mumbai, etc. That is not the case with the heroines by Shashi Deshpande. The heroines depicted in the novels by Shashi Deshpande are from middle class society. They are common women. They are housewives facing different types of dilemmas and conflicts. We find it, and the novel which deals such kind of theme is the novel The Binding Wine, especially published in the year 1999. This novel deals with the theme of gender inequality, domestic violence, and women's empowerment. The same is the case with her another novel, That Long Silence. It deals with the themes of identity, marriage, and quest for self-expression. In this way, actually, Shashi Deshpande has written so many novels, but I have taken only a few examples because it is not possible to discuss all the novels and all the things in single video, in one video, and therefore I am just discussing here major novels and major novelists and their themes. Anyway, the next important name is the name of Anuja Chauhan. She also belongs to the new generation of Indian women writers in English. She published her novel, The Zoya Factor, in the year 2008. This novel, The Zoya Factor, deals with the themes of sports, superstitions, and the intersection of love and cricket. Friends, the next important name is the name of Anuradha Roy. Anuradha Roy also belongs to the new generation of Indian women writers in English. Her novel, An Atlas of the Lost World, published in the year 2001, deals with the themes of identity, history, and the impact of political and social changes in India. Actually, in this video, I have discussed some major women writers in English only, and their major writings, because it is not possible to discuss all the writers and all the novelists and their novels and so the major themes in their novels. Here I have just taken the selected examples, the talented Indian women English novelists whose works are quite notable. And in this way, friends, these are the important novelists, major novelists who have contributed to the development of Indian English fiction. They dealt with the different types of themes like depiction of women from middle class society, the women from the elite society, the inner world of women. They have explored feminine psychology. They have dealt with the caste system, superstition, ill-matched marriages, east-west confrontation, poverty, the life of farm families living in rural areas. They have dealt with all these things, all these themes in their novels. In this way, friends, the major novelists or the major Indian English writers in English are the major Indian women writers in English are Kamala Markandaya, Atiya Hussain, then Nayantara Sahgal, Arundhati Roy, Anita Desai, Kiran Desai, Jhumpa Lahiri, Arundhati Subramaniam, Manju Kapur, Shobhaa, Shashi Deshpande, Anuja Chauhan, Anuradha Roy, and there are so many others like this. In this way, I hope that you might have liked this video. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, like button. Please subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed it, and please share it with your friends. Please share this video with the students of NET and SET. This video is quite useful for the students preparing for NET and SET. In this way, we stop here. Thank you. Bye.